semuanya, terima kasih sudah menonton video ini. Jangan lupa subscribe dan nyalakan notifikasi loncengnya agar kalian terus mengetahui tayangan video terbaru dari saya. Selamat menyaksikan. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, today I would like to discuss about what we call the authentic assessment in 2013 curriculum. Okay, in this session, there are at least 3 parts that we would like to discuss dealing with the authentic assessment. Number 1 is dealing with the definition of authentic assessment. The second one is about why is authentic assessment necessary to be done by the teachers. The third one is kinds of authentic assessment. Okay, let's discuss one by one. What is actually the meaning of authentic assessment? Okay, what we understand is that authentic assessment is an assessment of the students' learning outcomes and about the actual condition of the students' learning process and their own abilities. And you know, the authentic assessment is not only focusing on the cognitive aspects but also on the affective and psychomotoric aspects. Okay, that's about the meaning of the authentic assessment. Okay, the second one is why does the authentic assessment need to be done by the teachers? Okay, there are at least 2 reasons why it is important to do. Firstly is authentic assessment is a direct assessment of the students' abilities and their competencies of their own learning process. The second one is authentic assessment provides the opportunities for the students to demonstrate their diverse abilities. You know, dealing with the second reason is that every student has their own different potencies. For example, one student has a potencies in art. Another one will be potential with the mathematics, or the other one will be potencies in sport. So, dealing with this authentic assessment, of course, will give more students opportunities to show, to demonstrate, and this is one thing that the teachers need to do. Okay, the last part is dealing with the models of authentic assessment. Okay, I would like to tell several kinds of authentic assessment. Number 1 is what we call the performance assessment. What is it like? So, in this case, the teachers could ask the students to come to the front, for example, for the speaking test. The students will present about their own capacities in speaking, whether what they have learned before dealing with these speaking skills will be improved or not. The second model is what we call the project assessment. What is it like? It is about the product that or project that will be produced by one group. Some students in one group. For example, the teachers could ask the students to make a kind of a lesson plan based on what the teachers instruct to do to the students to make for the lesson plan. Okay, that's one example for the project assessment. The third one is what we call the portfolio assessment. What is it like? So it is about how the teachers collect or document the results of the students' learning during one period, or maybe could be until one semester. For example, dealing with the students' document on students' writing. Could be writing a description or writing argumentation or narration. Okay, the next model is the journal. Okay, I think this is the simple assessment that could teachers provide to instruct the students to do. The journal is actually about a recorded text on the students' feeling on their learning so far. Okay, they could express their own feeling, what they have done in one day or within 1 week or within one month. Okay, the fifth one is what we call the self-assessment. What is it like? It is about how the teachers ask the students to assess one another. I mean, to assess their own competencies, their own abilities to their learning. Okay, so every student could assess their own competencies, and I think it is also to test the student honesty. For example, in one scoring rubric of the self-assessment is like, I'm sure that I could speak English better. So the students could tell yes or no, or maybe by the Likert scale, the range could be 1 until 5. So the students could write or could tell number 1, number 2, number 3, or until number 5. Okay, that's about the self-assessment. And then the next one is the peer-to-peer assessment. What is it like? It is about the teachers ask the students to assess one another related to their own daily manner, or could be their own knowledge or their own skills, to see how one student could assess another students A to the students B, student B to the student C, yeah, to assess one another. It is also to check dealing with what we have discussed before, the self-evaluation. For sure that yes, actually it is more objective when peer-to-peer assessment is done, rather than what we call the self-assessment. But it's okay. And then the next one is what we call the experiments or demonstration. Okay, so it is almost the same as or similar to the performance assessment. However, in this case, the teachers could ask the students to describe how one object could work. So it is also dealing with how the students could illustrate the planning and how it is designed, dealing with the product or the media made by the students. And then the next one is what we call the retelling text or stories. Okay, in this case, the teachers could ask the students to read or to listen to the stories, and after for the given time, the students could retell the stories based on their own understanding. Okay, the last one, what I would like to tell with the model of the authentic assessment is the observation. Okay, again, Observation is always used mostly by the teachers to know, to observe the students' activities individually or in groups. And I think it is very simple that teachers could do to observe how far the students are active, or how well the students are skillful at one material. Okay, I think this is that I would like to tell you, and I hope that you may also give a comment or share your own experiences dealing with how you conduct to assess the students in their learning. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.